And welcome in to Houston, Texas, site of a Week 5 matchup number 3 on the week, this time between the Mexico City Aztecs traveling north of the border to take on the Houston Hyenas. Welcome in, everybody, to the broadcast booth. It's Chris Kernis, it's Gerald Giudice on this gorgeous Saturday night in Houston. And Gerald, we've got a good one on tap, 3-1 versus 2-2.
We sure do. Mexico City Aztecs coming in 3-1 after beating Louisiana 37-21 in the last game. Houston should be 3-1. Had a heartbreaking loss to Florida 27-21 last week. We'll get into more of that later on in the game. But this will be a very good game between two very evenly matched teams. Going back in history, these games have always been close.
Indeed, as Houston dons the Houston Sports Tribute uniforms, you'll see the Mexico City Aztecs rocking the all-white as we get set here in Houston for the coin toss. 3-1 Mexico City, 2-2 Houston, trying to get a leg up on the other, as Kentez Johnson and Houston looks like they will kick the ball to this point, and they will give the ball to Mexico City to start us out. Your kickoff from Houston, however, is next. And we are ready to go. Indeed, it'll be Mexico City instead kicking off the ball to Houston, to the Hyenas. The home squad will get the ball first. Cole Varner has it on the tee for Mexico City, and they will get the ball downfield. Jeffrey Daggs is the Mexico City return man. Instead, it will be touched back in the end zone. 1st and 10 for the Hyenas. They'll start at the 20-yard line. Let's talk a little bit about the Houston Hyenas offense as we have them in front of us. Kentez Johnson had a bit of a rough week last week, Gerald. 6 interceptions, and you got to say, you take one of those away, and Houston may be looking at a win.
That's what I was getting to my pregame, that Kentez with the 6 interceptions. When you lose a game by 6 points and you turn the ball over 6 times, you know one of those possessions could have changed that game around completely.
Warren Murray is the deep back on 1st down, thrown to the right-hand side. That was nearly intercepted right away. That was very close to going back the other way. Mexico City's defense, that was Greg Gaines who gets a hand on that, knocks it down at 2nd and 10.
Greg Gaines, who had 2 tackles and pass deflection, already with a pass deflection in this game, and already just a dangerous and suspect throw from Kentez Johnson early.
Well, see if he can settle down on 2nd down. He's in the gun. He's got Warren Murray to his right, 2 to the left, 1 to the right for the Hyenas on this 2nd down. Has the football, no drop back for him over the middle. That one is caught. Nice seam catch to the 37 to the 38-yard line. And that is a nice way to go on 2nd down to find his man over the middle.
Downtown Leroy Brown there with another catch. His 32nd of the year. Seems to be Kentez's favorite target this season so far. Also has 3 scores this year, so Leroy Sims having a great season so far.
3 in the backfield for Kentez. Plenty on the defensive line for Mexico City. They will send 4 to the outside. Goes Kentez. He'll get knocked out of bounds after a 6-yard gain. They're getting closer to midfield. This time it's it's Warren Murray who touches the ball there, and that is going to get us to 2nd and manageable.
Warren Murray, who had 145 yards last week and 2 scores. They need to get him the ball. I think running the football more, just to get Kentez a little bit more settled down in this offense here, and maybe open up some play action pass, get him some more time to throw the football.
He had a decent workload last week, 23 carries to go with that 145 and 2 scores. He'll get a carry here, trying to go through the middle, but he's going to get taken down on the run blitz. Defensive line gets to him, makes it 3rd and 6, and the defensive line making an impact early for Mexico City.
Andre Krim with a tackle for loss. And this front 4 of Mexico City have come in combined 10 sacks and 13 tackles for loss just from the defensive line alone. So the front 4 are very formidable.
5 wide out for Kentez over the middle at the 1st down, and a couple more as a juke move's going to get him past the midfield stripe, but no further to the 48-yard line is where it'll end up. And don't look now, but Houston's moving in the offensive end.
Great pitch and catch on a 3rd down play. Looked really solid in the pocket there. Had a great look at the receiver. Put the ball where the ball should be put. 1st down.
7 in the box defensively for Mexico City as they try to hold the Hyenas here. That's a free play. Handoff, Murray through the middle, breaks the tackle, spin move, and he's got plenty of green to the 15, 10, 5, to the house. That is a Warren Murray Houston Hyena touchdown, and they have the first score of the game.
Big play there, getting the ball to Warren Murray. This penalty here offsides will be declined.
Yep.
That's a great run, opening up a hole for Warren Murray. And once you busted through that line, you'll see a great look at that push up front that runs over Andre Krim. Once he got past Krim, it was nothing but green in front of him.
Yep.
Take it to the house, Warren Murray. 6 points for Houston.
He got the better of Andre Krim on that one. The play before that, Andre Krim came in the backfield, knocked him down, and it took him down for a loss. So the Hyenas have their first score of the game, and will bring in Nico Cappuccino, the kicker for Houston, as he tries to add this extra point. Get a one-possession lead on the Season 9 SFL champion, Mexico City Aztecs. This will be under center. Kick is up and on the way for the extra point, and it is through with 0 issues. So that is going to give Mexico City the ball. Now they have something to work towards here, as they're down a score before they even get on the field on offense. And Gerald, what does that do to a team when you put your defense out on the field first? They give up a score immediately. As an offense, do you let panic set in, or do you really just try to work the game plan?
I really think you need to work the game plan, because if you panic this early, it could just be like a snowball effect going down. There's plenty of time in the game. You have 3 other quarters, so just stick with your game plan. Don't try to push anything just early.
Jeffrey Daggs gets out to the 30-yard line, no further than that, and this will be the first play from scrimmage for the Aztecs. Talk about Matt Wilson. He had a pretty good week last week in the win, and that was a 33 for 42 day, 325 through the air. He did have 3 interceptions, but had a touchdown to go with it, but he spread the ball around, which I really like to see as he works on first down. Hall of Famer throws to the right. That's caught, gets a first down, and out of bounds goes the receiver. 1st and 10, and Mexico City does nice work. The tight end Mike Daggs out on the sideline.
As you said, spread the ball around amazingly. He had KL Barrett with 7 catches for $101. Richard Montague with 7 catches. They had Daggs with 9 catches. TJ Punk with 2. Phoenix Jones got in it with 4. So he spread the ball around a lot, and that makes it harder for a defense to key on a play when you're spreading the ball around that much.
7 on the defensive box for Houston. Wilson to throw. He's going to sidearm it over the middle. That's caught. First down and more, as he's going to get all the way down to the 40-yard line. They'll mark him at the 41. And Mexico City on 2 plays moves the ball really well again through Mike Daggs.
Yeah, Mike Daggs from the underneath route. As you see here, they sent TJ Punk in front of him, and then just throws the underneath route to Mike Daggs. He has TJ Punk out there creating havoc. They're blocking number 43, Brady Clark. First down, and the offense is looking pretty dang good this first quarter.
And talk about Brady Clark, looking for him to make an impact. He had 2 interceptions a week ago, tied for 3rd in the SFL in interceptions through week 4. This will be to the left. Caught and out of bounds goes the receiver. Get an 8-yard gain out of that. And that is going to be a very manageable 2nd down they're looking at in field goal range at this point.
Great catch there by the fullback, Laura Horrell. Their ball showing a little bit behind her, but got the ball in, got upfield, making it a 2nd and 2. And this offense is clicking on all cylinders right now, it looks like.
It is at the moment. That's true. Split backs formation for Wilson. 1 to the right, 1 to the left as well, tight to the formation. Handoff through the left side. Phoenix Jones is going to get tackled just past the line of scrimmage. No yardage gained is what they're saying. Linebackers coming up to make the hit. 3rd and 2 for Mexico City on this play.
Hamilton coming up big there to stop Phoenix Jones there for no gain. 3rd and 2. Let's see what they do here. It's going to be interesting. See if they go empty set, and they do.
It's indeed what they try. See what Wilson has. Right side. That one's caught. Got a first down and more. Going towards the sideline. He's going to get out to the 18-yard line. And that is fantastic work. First catch of the game for KL Barrett. And it's 7-0 it remains. But Mexico City knocking on the door.
Great route there by KL Barrett. Just going out maybe like 5 yards and running the out pattern to the sideline. No one there. Great pitch and catch from Wilson to KL Barrett to keep this drive moving and get them inside the red zone.
This is going to work well for them if they continue this. 1st and 10. 3 to the left, 1 to the right. 4 on the defensive line for Houston. Play action, Wilson to throw to the outside, can't bring it in inbounds, and it'll be 2nd and 10. That didn't quite work. Montague, your intended target.
You got a little bit of happy feet there for Matt Wilson trying to get the ball to Montague, but either way, it's 2nd down and 10. Matt Wilson coming into this with a humongous lead in the passing yards category over Bryant Dynasty, 14-23. Dynasty's 14-22.
2 to the right for Mexico City. Still chipping away. Trying to get themselves a tied ball game. Wilson to throw. Right side, that one's caught. Trying to get the first down and more. And he's got the first down. Great work to get himself in space and break a tackle. Mike Dagg's 3rd catch of the drive. He's been the primary target on this first possession.
Yes, he has. And what a move there to get the first down and put him inside the 10-yard line here. Dags has been unstoppable. Like you said, 3 catches on this drive alone.
Good work so far. So got plenty of space between them and the end zone, though. Houston can maybe step up over the middle. That's not going to work, though, as this will be over the middle. Mike Dagg's 4th catch of the drive nets him a score, and Mexico City has come back to tie the game.
What a methodical drive here by Mexico City, running with Phoenix Jones, getting 4 different receivers involved. Like you said, spreading the ball around. That was just child's play there, right across the middle. Nobody there. Touchdown, Mike Dagg. Mike Dagg has had that whole drive on his shoulders, and they come up big and get to pay dirt.
Just like he did a week ago, he was the leading receiver for the Mexico City Aztecs in that win, as he had a score to go with it. He adds 1 more here, 2 scores in 2 weeks for him, and Cole Varner ready to add on the extra point. That is up, and it is through. So we've got a tie ball game. If they want to continue to try to trade scores all day, I'll be happy with that. Mexico City comes back after giving up the opening touchdown and gets one of their own on a very methodical drive. That was a gorgeous way to move downfield right to left, and now they'll give the ball back to Houston to see what they can do with it on their second possession.
Yeah, if this game goes back and forth like this, it's gonna be a fantastic game. But we'll see what Houston can come up with out of their bag of tricks next.
This will be 5 yards deep in the end zone, returnable. 15 to the 20, moves to room to go past to the 23-yard line. Huge thanks to those of you joining us on Twitch tonight. Some chat shoutouts. You got Dags83, Vancouver Legion, DR Sim 80. You got Syndicate in there, DHNYC as well, and plenty of others that are hanging out with us in the Twitch chat, twitch.tv/SimulationFL. For those of you watching on replay and want to get in on the action, check out at least 1 or 2 games every week on the Simulation Football Twitch. Otherwise, you'll catch us on FTF and 11 Sports as well for a majority of our games. That's over the middle, and that is caught on a great first down throw, 1st and 10, out to the 40-yard line. And it is the long-time SFL veteran receiver, all with Houston. It's DR Sim.
DR Sim, what can you say about DR Sim that hasn't been said before? And Kentez Johnson took a shot from Skylar Kingsley right before he delivered that football. But like you said, DR Sim, number 1 in catches, yards, touchdowns. Nothing to be said. It's a fantastic DR Sim.
Warren Murray in the backfield, 3 to the right for Kentez, who's looked much better than he did a week ago, at least through the first drive. This is a free play. Kentez is going to try to take advantage. It goes outside. That ball is going to be caught. Might be enough to negate the penalty. We'll see how they want to do it, but they might just take it. DR Sim with his 2nd catch, but it might be negated on this.
Yeah, I would take the penalty. Just give them an extra down. Make it like 1st and 5. But like you said, Kentez Johnson is coming out a lot better than he did the last game. Like you said, 19 of 40 with those 6 interceptions. So Kentez Johnson showing the coaches that he can bounce back after a bad game.
7-all if you're just joining us. Still about halfway through this first quarter of play. Under center is Kentez, 3 in the backfield. Handoff Warren Murray. He had a touchdown earlier. He's going to break another tackle and have some more green in front of him, and then finally get taken down at the 38-yard line. Nearly broke that one as well. He's on pace for a lovely day at running back, and he continues it there.
Scott Stover, the defensive tackle, making the tackle downfield, but unbelievable blocking there by Alistair Johnson, Zane Zello, the fullback Stephen McMichaels, and He's having a great quarter so far. Let's see if they can take advantage of this opportunity here and put points on the board.
Just 3 attempts for Warren Murray. He's got 64 yards already, including that score. Under center is Kentes, 2 in the backfield. Quick drop back, thrown to the outside, has the ball in Murray's hands, and they're trying for a spin move. He's got 3 Aztecs that are going to converge on him, and that's going to get him a 4-yard gain, 2nd and 6. And Warren Murray becoming the focal point of this offense, I think, is very good news for Houston. He's a game breaker.
Oh, yes, he is definitely 4 touchdowns on the year coming in, 457 rushing yards. So Kentes with Warren Murray is a lethal combination so far this drive.
And off right side, that's not going to go anywhere. He finally gets taken down, this time after a 2-yard gain, 3rd and 4. Still manageable, though, as the Hyenas see a 3rd down attempt here. They're 1 for 1 so far. Going to try to make it a perfect 2 for 2.
Matthew Lee coming up here on a tackle, had 7 tackles last week against Louisiana. This is a big play here. Do you put it in Kentes Johnson's hands, or do you put it in Warren Murray's hands?
I think he might have done enough to do a play action at this point, in my opinion. We'll see if they do that. Nope, it'll be Kentes over the middle. That is going to be caught, and an absolute seed right into the upper pocket towards the head of DR Sim. He gets taken down. 1st and 10, and they're in the red zone.
What a throw. And if you're having any confidence issues, it's nice to have a wide receiver like DR Sim on your roster, because he just seems to make all those tough catches across the middle. Once again, DR Sim with a big 1st down.
That's DR Sims. I believe it's his 3rd catch of this football game. In the gun, is Kentes. 2 to the left, 1 to the right, 4 on the defensive line. Looking to throw to the outside. Goes for Murray. Murray with a spin move. Tries to get past. Not going to work. Great open field tackle by the linebacking core on Mexico City. And that is KT Horrell coming up to make that hit. And it will keep them to a long 2nd down.
KT Horrell, the 29th overall pick, who had 6 tackles against Louisiana, makes a great open field tackle, as you said there. Only having Murray gain 2, bringing up the 2nd and 8.
In the gun. Kentes with 1 to his left. It's Murray. Does he go out there again? He's going to keep it. Now he's going to check down and go that way. Gets Murray with speed towards the outside. Got a 1st down. And out of bounds he goes at the 5-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal for the Hyenas as they try to answer the touchdown from a little while ago.
Warren Murray, as you see there, just puts on the afterburners to outrun Everett Garrison there. But I like the play calling right now. Just giving him beautiful windows to throw to, not having them put it in harm's way too much. Great play calling right now. See if they can cash this in and take the lead once again.
7 in the box defensively for the Aztecs. Trying to keep them as close to this as they can. Murray to the outside. Going to keep the truck moving, but he finally gets stopped after 2 yards. 2nd and goal. As they come up to make the hit, that will work. It's Tayumi coming up to make the stop.
And Tayumi had a tackle for loss last week, long to go with an interception, but great vision by Murray. Saw it was bottled up in the middle, tried to bounce it outside, but Tayumi ran it perfectly.
Under center is Kentes. 1 in the backfield is Murray. Hand off Warren Murray. He's got a lot of Aztecs converging on him, and the leg tackle takes him down, makes it 3rd and goal. And decision time here for Houston. Do you go with Murray, or do you put it in Kentes' hands and try to make him make a throw?
I would put it in Kentes' hands to make a throw. Maybe a flat to Murray, or maybe hit Brian Horrell with a corner route, or DR Sim on a post.
In the gun. Kentes to throw. Has a chance. Right side. Back of the end zone. And that one is going to be caught. That is a Houston touchdown. What a throw. What a catch. That's a great way to do it. It's downtown Leroy Brown who brings that one in.
What a throw there by Kentes Johnson, the back of the end zone. As you can see, going up to getting the foot in bounds. What a throw, and what confidence the Houston Hyenas coaching staff had in Kentes Johnson at that point. And Kentes proving him right with that great touchdown throw.
Great work. Nico Cappuccino in for the extra point, and Houston has taken a 13, maybe 14-7 lead on the answering touchdown, as we've had 3 possessions and 21 points between these two historical teams in the Simulation Football League. If you guys are just joining us, you've missed a heck of a game so far on offense. The defenses completely want to do over, but they can't have that. It's 14-7 Houston as we play in Houston with 1:34 to go in this first quarter. Chris Curtis, Gerald Giudice along with you. Should be a fun one throughout the rest of this one. It certainly is shaping out to be a very competitive ball game. This is up and gone. Waiting back to return it is going to be Jeffrey Daggs from the 10-yard line out to the 20. Spin move of the 25. Got some room to go to the 28, and he'll get taken down at the 30. So Daggs is down. Let's bring back out the Hall of Famer Matt Wilson for his second possession. A methodical drive ended in a Mike Daggs touchdown the last time they were on the field. A 4-catch drive for that man, as he was really the primary target over the middle. And maybe they'll try to exploit that again, or maybe it'll be that man, Cale Barrett, who ends up getting an impact made. In the gun is Wilson with 2 in the backfield with him. Backs it up, looks to throw. Throws to the right. That is a tipped ball. It should have been caught, but it ended up being a drop for Horold. That's not going to work. Fullback not able to bring it in. It's 2nd and 10.
Horold turned her head going upfield, took her eyes off the football. That was just a flat-out drop. Looking forward to going, turning your shoulders up and going upfield. Get the ball in your hands first. It went right between them. Tough luck there, but it's going to bring up 2nd down and 10.
2nd and 10, and this is a big 2nd down. Got to make it more manageable if they can. Phoenix Jones definitely has proven to be a worthy back in this Mexico City offense. Maybe they go his way, or maybe they put Wilson in the gun, which is what they're doing. 4 on the defensive line, 2 to the left, 1 to the right. No drop back to it. Puts it over the middle. That's caught, and they seam, and that'll get them a much more manageable 3rd down, which is what they were looking for. And it is indeed Cale Barrett with the grab.
Jason Bartley came up with that. The catch right across the seam, bring up a 3rd and 1. We'll see if I give it to Phoenix Jones here to get this 1st down.
Split backs. Indeed, it was Bartley on that. Hand off through the right side. That's a 1st down, and a few more as they get it close to the 43-yard line. That will work. Still down, but finally getting up is going to be Phoenix Jones. That was a little bit of a scare, especially after last week. 1st and 10 for the Mexico City Aztecs.
Mexico City Aztecs fans had to swallow their Adam's apple right there, seeing him down like that. But great blocking by Laura Horold, making up for her drop, and Stu McKenzie to get the 1st down.
Jones with the handoff left side, got some chance to go around the edge. He's got some room to go towards the sideline, and they'll get out to the 33 of Houston. Great work from Phoenix Jones to get the edge and turn on the afterburners, and he's got the Aztecs again in field goal range.
As you see him right here. Right here is the big block is right there. Number 86, Richard Montague, along with Cale Barrett down the field. Great block there to help him get to the edge. Great blocking there by Montague. 1st down, Mexico City.
Under center, Matt Wilson looks to throw right side. That one is tipped and should have been a completed pass as well. Linebacker comes up to make the hit, but that should have been complete for sure. Daggs with the drop on this one, and it looks like a case of the Butterfingers in this drive for the Aztecs. And that is going to bring us to the first quarter's end. It is a 14-7 game, the Hyenas over the Aztecs from downtown Houston on twitch.tv/SimulationFL. You were saying, Joe?
I was saying, it looks like they're getting, like you said, a case of the Butterfinger. That's 2 drops on this drive alone for Mexico City here. Let's see if they can come up with another big play on 2nd and 10.
Moving left to right, across your dial. 2 in the backfield for Wilson. Handoff, going to be Phoenix. He's got some room to go. Broken tackle, out to the 15, to the 10, and he's going to get taken down at the 9-yard line. Phoenix Jones trying to do his best Warren Murray impression from earlier. This time can't make it happen, but they've got him 1st and goal.
Just busting through the line there. Phoenix Jones, you can see, got Laura Horold with a nice block there on Brady Clark and just running through the defense. Finally get brought down from behind. But 1st and goal at the 9. Let's see if Mexico City can answer Houston's touchdown with one of their own.
This would be a big touchdown to get. Wouldn't you love it? 4 possessions, 2 for each team, and possibly 4 touchdowns. to start this football game. Pump fake Wilson. He's going to have a throw. It's not going to be for much. Get it to the 6-yard line. It is indeed 2nd and goal. Huge shout out to our statisticians this evening, Art Vandelay and Benji Madison, on the score sheet for us tonight, making us sound a whole lot smarter than we actually are. Trust us. That being said, it is 2nd and goal for the Aztecs, 4 on the defensive line for Houston. 3 to the left, 1 to the right. Wilson to throw, plenty of time, goes towards the outside, going to try to make the turn. Does he get in? He does get in. That is going to be a Mexico City touchdown as they get it to the outside. It's Brantley again as he brings it home. Matt Wilson makes it happen, and we've had 4 touchdowns on 4 possessions between the two sides.
Matt Wilson, the Hall of Famer, with his SFL leading 259th career touchdown pass. This man's done it all. In 10 seasons, he still has a 92.8 QBR after 10 seasons, which is absolutely amazing. But he proves his worth once again. Hits the open man, gets us to almost a tie ball game.
That was very, very good work from the Aztec offense to bring it all the way back downfield. They get the extra point, and there is no issue there. So it'll be a 14-all game. And they come back to tie it up. This is a crazy couple of drives right in a row that we've seen to start this game, and the defenses are nowhere to be seen at the moment.
No, they're not, which is absolutely surprising to me. I mean, they're both in the middle of the pack defensively, but yeah, this has been all offense the whole time so far this game.
Returned back to the 23-yard line after an attempted spin move. Didn't quite get it where it needed to go, but that'll work. Good stuff from the special teams guys as they get them at least past the 20, and out back comes the Kentez Johnson crew. That is the Houston Hyenas offense. It's been a pretty efficient show so far. No small part in due to Warren Murray, who's been on top of his game. Kentez to throw. He's going to wing one deep over the middle. He's got a catch out there past midfield, and he's going to get it to the 49-yard line in Mexico City territory. Leroy Brown having a heck of a day. 50 yards on just 3 catches.
Yep. Kentez Johnson, as Leroy Brown somehow gets behind the secondary and puts that ball in an absolute beautiful spot. And here we go, back and forth with these teams, and it seems like they've been back and forth their whole history between them, which we'll get into after this play.
Under center is Kentez. He's got Murray as his only back. Defensive line shifts left to right in Kentez's view. Hand off Murray through the middle. Broken tackle, spin move. He's going to try to get out of there. He cannot. It's going to be a 4-yard gainer. And again, these two teams back and forth per their history, Gerald, as it looks like the home team recently has taken more of an advantage.
Yes, the home team has won the last 5 and 7 of 11, but these two teams have played 11 times coming into this. Houston has a 6-5 advantage, and there's an interesting story about their 11 games after this play.
That's going to be a handoff for Murray. He's going to try to go to the right, broken tackle. He's got a few more to go. It's going to be 3rd and 3. It's at least manageable out to the Mexico City 42.
Yeah, and the first 2 games, Houston won in Season 6. In Season 7, Mexico City won their 2. Season 8, they split with both road teams winning. Season 9, they split with the home teams winning, and they've traded wins off and on since Season 9.
That's going to be to the outside for Murray. That's a first down and a few more as he can get out to the 37-yard line. Something about this game, neither team has missed a 3rd down conversion in this contest to this point. Mexico City now 4 for 4, and Houston 4 for 4. Mexico City 2 for 2 at this point.
Yeah, well, which one of these defenses is actually going to show up here and make a stop to get some control of this game? We're going to have the scoreboard operator might have hurt fingers by the time this game's over.
No doubt. Offset eye for Kentez. Looks over the middle. That's going to be right through the window of opportunity, and that's going to be out to the 19-yard line. Great catch and throw, as it looks like DR Sim going to get on the act on this drive. It's 1st and 10 deep in Mexico City territory.
Again, the safety blanket of Kentez Johnson, DR Sim, runs over the official right there. You get out of his way. Get out of his way, number 43. You're going to stop him from getting to the end zone. But great pocket presence for Kentez Johnson. Hits DR Sim with a laser, and we got 1st and 10 at the 19.
Line judge 43 definitely felt the wrath of DR Sim. He'd bet you won't be in the way next time. No doubt about that. 4 wide, for the Hyenas. Quick drop back, looks to throw over the middle. That's caught. First down one more time as they get it to another 1st and goal situation. And we really haven't seen the huge plays from either of these two teams. As you see another short pass over the middle, short run over the middle we've seen as well. And these teams are methodically moving it down the field 10 and 15 yards at a time.
Yeah, they're not really going, except for that one bomb that was
Yeah.
to Leroy Brown, this first play of this drive. They've all been pretty much easy.
Oh, did he get in? They're going to say, yes, he's in. That's a touchdown. DR Sim towards the pylon, puts the ball over the plane, and the Hyenas have added 6.
DR Sim just bowling his way over there, not being denied. No two players, not even lineman 43 can get in his way. Oh, we got a challenge here to see if he did cross the goal line. It was really, really close.
See if the Mexico City sideline is correct. It looks like he had the ball palmed and he actually put it over the line. That's what I saw. We'll see what R62 has to say about it when this one gets done. But we'll have a better look at it hopefully with a couple of camera angles here. You see Kentez throw to the outside. He has the angle, and you can't see it there, but it looks like his left arm was outstretched on the initial play.
Yeah, I think he got in there. I think when he turned and put his shoulders upfield, he put the ball across the line.
Oh, they are going to overturn it, take the points off the board. So they did not give him the lunging left arm. And that is going to put them back to 2nd and goal from the goal line, which is where the ball sits.
Takes one away from DR Sim there, but 2nd and goal for here from the inch line. Looks like Kentez is doing an audible here.
Yeah, he sees something. He's going to give it up to Warren Murray, and Warren Murray is going to get what DR Sim could not, and that's a touchdown this time through the middle, and give the Hyenas another score. 5 possessions, 5 touchdowns in this game. This game is turning out to be an absolute barn burner. No doubt about that one as we play. We're not even at halftime yet, Gerald.
No, it seems like there's not going to be a defensive stop in this game right now. It's kind of hard to stop Warren Murray when they're on the 2-inch line.
Yeah.
So that was probably going to be an inevitable touchdown here. But now we're going to see if Mexico City can bounce back and match them. Again, this has been a seesaw battle back and forth.
We've seen 2 touchdowns for Warren Murray in this first half. That extra point is up and good from Nico Cappuccino, and that gets us back to a 7-point advantage. 2 touchdowns for Warren Murray. He's got 74 yards on just 9 attempts. He's only on pace, just to kind of put it in perspective for you, for about 222 yards and 6 touchdowns in this football game if we're to continue like this.
Both running backs having a great day. You say 9 for 74 for Warren Murray. Phoenix Jones is 4 for 52. So both of these running backs having a field day right now against these defenses.
Jeffrey Daggs brings it back out to the 30-yard line. Check on that math. He's actually on pace for 4 touchdowns, but that's fine. Either way, it'd be a monster day regardless. 1st and 10 for the Aztecs as they come back out. Hall of Famer Matt Wilson back out on the field. Phoenix Jones, his main battery mate. And, of course, KL Barrett and Richard Montague, veterans of this Mexico City staff, as they continue to do work season after season. We'll see what they have on their 3rd possession of this football game. Handoff. Phoenix Jones tries to go left, gets through 1, has a window. He's going to bust through and get a first down and a couple more out to the 41-yard line. It's 1st and 10.
What a run there by Phoenix. And look, he was going to get tackled for like a loss of 1 or no gain. As you see here coming up. Beautiful block by Harrell again, bringing Phoenix Jones for another 10-plus yard run and a first down again. Can these halfbacks be stopped in this game?
1st and 10. Just shy of midfield already at the 41-yard line. Wilson to throw, has an angle outside, got a catch out there. It's a first down and more. And guess who? With his 5th catch of this football game, it's Mike Daggs. He's got 5 catches on 6 targets, and it's a first down again.
Another great catch by Mike Daggs, ball thrown just a little bit behind him. Usually makes a great adjustment for the football and then just simply runs over a defender to get that first down, put them in Houston territory. It looks like Mexico City is on the way to answering again another Houston touchdown.
Which offense is going to blink first is really going to be the question there. 4 interceptions from the Houston defense a week ago. 3 different defenders had interceptions in that football game. This will be to the outside to Phoenix Jones, and he'll get taken down. It'll be to the 38-yard line as the Aztecs continue to try to move the ball.
Jacob Clare and Eric Garrison there combined on the tackle, but still a gain of 6. You see Daggs with 6 catches for 65 yards.
Yep.
This offense, both these offenses are just rolling right now. It might be whoever has the ball last year might win the game.
That's going to be to the outside. That's caught. Get it out to the fullback. It's 1st and 10. And that'll get him out to the 33-yard line. Or no, not the fullback. There's a wide receiver out there. Nice work. And it'll be a new set once more as Mexico City moves deeper into Hyena territory.
Number 88, TJ Punk there with the great catch. Great open field tackle by Garrison. Left him up there on the island and made a stop.
Offset I. Through the middle. That's going to be to the fullback this time. That'll be a 4-yard gainer. Get it out to the 29. They're in field goal range, but they do not want a field goal away. These touchdowns are coming up.
No, you can't settle for 3 here if you're Mexico City. You have to put points on the board. As you can see your defense is struggling holding Houston. So you gotta try to find a way to get this ball in the end zone here.
Busaf 95 in chat makes a good point. That over-under of 45.5 is looking real tiny right about now. This will be Wilson to the outside. Checks down, tries to get past his man. A great open field tackle is going to put him on his butt. Phoenix Jones can't get past him, and they'll lose a couple yards, make it 3rd and 7.
That's the FSFL's leading tackler, Brody Gulch, with a beautiful tackle for loss right there, bringing up a 3rd and 7. This is probably right now the best defensive stand right now we've seen in this game. We'll see if they continue holding them on.
Looks to throw. That's going to be over the middle, and finally, somehow, gets it through the window. There were 4 hyenas in the immediate area, but KL Barrett did not care. That's a first down deeper into hyena territory.
What a catch. What a throw. In like you said, in the sea of blue, somehow the white jersey of KL Barrett comes down with that football. Brings up a 1st and 10 inside the 15.
Offset I. 4 on the defensive line. They move to the left. Handoff, fullback. And Horrell's going to get a little bit further up. Make it 2nd and 6. A 4-yard gain out to the 10.
Yeah, Laura Horrell had a decent game for a fullback. They gave her the ball 7 times last week for 24 yards and a score. And Phoenix Jones had 2 scores. So their running backs doing the damage last week and doing the damage this week as well.
Under center. Looks to throw. Right side towards the end zone. Did he get it? He did. That is another touchdown. This time KL Barrett brings this one in on the right sideline, and the Aztecs do it again. They answer another Hyenas touchdown to tie the game.
What a throw by Wilson. As you can see here, looking, and all of it just turns and fires to the sideline just over the outreach stretched hands of Kai Cash. And a great catch by Barrier, just holding the feet in. Chris Carter-esque to get that touchdown. But what a pass and catch for Wilson to Barrett.
Yeah, they've done that before. You can definitely tell that. This will be an extra point coming up for Cole Varner. Snap good, hold good, kick up and on the way. It is up and it is through. 42 combined points, and we still have 3 minutes left in this first half. That over-under is looking real saucy right at the moment, as the overs got to be licking their chops. This is a very, very good offensive showcase from 2 offensively minded teams, and they continue to put points up. Defense has to step up on one of these teams, and Gerald, it's arguable that the first team to do that is going to be the one to take the advantage.
I believe you are correct. It's 3 minutes to go here. If Houston can go in, waste some time, get the ball in the end zone and not give Mexico City a chance to answer their touchdown and go in at 21 at 2021 at the half, or even 24-21. That might be a momentum shift there for Houston going into the third quarter.
Syndicate makes a good point in chat to saying that the Houston Hyenas should work their tail off to score on this drive. Mexico City's going to get the ball back at the start of the second half, and if they keep alternating scores like this, Mexico City would inherently have the advantage. So one of these defenses has to step up. We have not seen the punters on the field at any point in this football game, as that'll be out to the 33-yard line. That hit late across the middle, and it was a good one, 1st and 10.
Great throw again by Kentez Johnson. This quarterback showdown has been absolutely phenomenal so far in this game. Kentez Johnson, 12 of 13 for 110 yards in that touchdown, doing a lot better than he did last week.
And he's off to a really good start, as is Matt Wilson on the other side. We'll see if they can do something with this. This is over the middle. This one's caught as well, as that one's right near the midfield stripe to the 47 in Mexico City territory. Leroy Brown again is a danger over the middle for the Mexico City defense.
Leroy Brown just picking apart the middle of that secondary. But you see a beautiful pitch and catch there with number 33 there, I am so sorry. Matthew Lee making the tackle right there. And they get to the 2-minute warning.
Absolutely, 120 seconds left to halftime in a 21-all game in Houston. Mexico City and Houston adding another chapter to their rivalry as we continue on. 1st and 10 for Houston. In plus territory. See what they can do with it. Play called. This will be through the middle. That's Warren Murray with some room to go. He's got a 1st down and a couple more out to the 36-yard line towards the left. And again, finding open space. He did more of that in the first quarter than not, but he's still on pace for a monster day.
Matthew Lee there with the tackle, but look at the hole just open up right there. You even got Leroy Brown making a beautiful pancake block down there on Jeffrey Daggs. But 1st down and 10 again for this Houston Hyena offense. Looking really good to put some points on the board here before the half.
4 combined incompletions between the two quarterbacks in this football game so far. One of them is with this man right here, Kentez Johnson, under center. Drops it back, looks to throw. That's over the middle. This one is going to find the turf. Incomplete. A little bit of Caster's curse happened there. That's over the middle. It'll hit the turf, and that is a 2nd and 10.
Brian Horrell there tried to get the ball. I think the ball might have been a little bit behind him, but the ball falls harmlessly to the turf, bringing up a 2nd and 10 here. They got all 3 timeouts. You can use all of the field here. Let's see what they do.
Plenty of options in the playbook. 3 to the right, 1 to the left for Houston. 4 on the defensive line for the Aztecs. Looks to throw. Throws left. That's going to be incomplete. A couple of butterfingers on this drive for the Hyenas. Saw that a little bit earlier on Mexico City's side, but they turned it around and turned it into a touchdown. Can the Hyenas do the same?
3rd and 10. Gallium there with the deflection there, but Kentez Johnson was a little bit rushed and threw the ball just a little bit quicker than he wanted to. Let's see if they in the shotgun, if they can give him some more time to get this 1st down.
3 to the left, 1 to the right for Houston. Kentez in the gun by himself. And that's going to be a free play. Got the snap count wrong. That's over the middle, tipped and incomplete. Doesn't matter. They'll take the yards and the extra down. And the Aztecs make a big mistake there, giving the Hyenas another shot.
Yeah, when you're doing back and forth, score for score game, if you're defense, you have to not give them extra opportunities. And Skylar Kingsley, you're just giving Houston an extra opportunity here on a 3rd and 5.
3rd and manageable at the very least. Still 21-all. If you guys are just joining us, just getting to the tail end of this first half, it's been a whale of a game. As you take a look at Leroy Brown, he's been the main target for Houston on most of the drives tonight. Has a touchdown to his credit as well. Chris Curtis, Gerald Judas Sessi with you in the booth. That's a quick slant over the middle. 1st down as Houston moves the ball, and they'll get the no huddle started.
Great play there, just having them open the middle of the field. Just a slow pitch and catch.
Oh, that's going to be the outside as well, and out of bounds to stop the clock, make it 2nd and 1. They can get a full huddle in on this play. Great work by Brown to get to the outside and get himself at the white paint.
Yes, what a play. The 5-season veteran there, 4 with this Houston Hyenas football team. But as you said, smart play to get out of bounds, keeping all 3 timeouts and putting them in great position to score.
2nd and 1, split backs for Kentes. Trying to get something done. That's through the middle. Warren Murray trying to break another tackle. He's going to get down inside the 9-yard line. And don't look now, it's 1st and goal. Still 52 seconds left. Tons of time for the Hyenas offense. Takes the snap. Kentes to throw. Get it to the outside. Looking for the pylon. And he's got it. That's another touchdown on the board for the Houston Hyenas. Wow. What a day these offenses are having, and it continues here.
Dax Lewis with the catch, and I believe that is his first SFL touchdown. As you see right here, beautiful over-the-shoulder catch, and no one there as he goes into the end zone. And with 46 seconds left, Houston goes up by a score, just what they needed. Score late. Don't give Mexico City's offense a chance to score, hopefully with 46 seconds left and all 3 timeouts, but great drive again by Houston, putting pressure on this Mexico City Aztecs offense.
And an absolute shootout forming deep in the heart of Texas inside downtown Houston as this extra point is up and through from Nico Cappuccino. Another one down, and Mexico City going to get the ball back for about 46 seconds, and then we'll hit the halftime locker room. But they do get the ball back as we come back into the start of the 3rd quarter. So interesting decision time here. Do they try to take a chance, Gerald, once this kick is finished? Jeffrey Daggs back deep.
You have Daggs, you have Barrett, you have the quarterback Matt Wilson to do it, but you got to be careful because one mistake can put you down within 2 scores of a short pick here, put them in field goal range, and you're down 10 instead of just down 7. I think you just try to get your ball in the hands of Phoenix Jones or Mike Daggs on a short route just to see if they can break one, but don't do anything crazy here. You're getting the ball back at the half of the 3rd quarter. We'll see what they do.
I've been in this league for a decently long time. Season 9 was when I got my start at the beginning of it, and I can tell you for an absolute fact, this is the longest I've seen a game start with no punts in the football game. We've had touchdowns throughout this football game. Every single possession as Cale Barrett gets a body out of his way, throws him to the ground, gets out of bounds to stop the clock, and the Aztecs decide not to sit on their laurels here as they come towards the halftime whistle.
You see beautiful pitch there, and then you see him running through the tackle of Jacob Clear. Right now they're in midfield or close to it. 36 seconds, plenty of time. A score right now here would be, I think, detrimental to this Houston Hyenas team. With them getting the ball first in the 3rd quarter, they need to find some way to get this clock to 000 here.
This will be to the outside. That one's caught. Mike Daggs has a broken tackle, but he's going to get stepped on out of bounds, 2nd and inches. But they are able to stop the clock again. Only took 4 seconds off the clock there. Clock management been a very good part of both these teams' offensive systems so far.
Yes, definitely. With this 46 seconds getting the kickoff, you're already in Houston territory. 14 seconds off the clock. All 3 timeouts. This is going to be very interesting to see if the Houston Hyenas defense can step up here.
To the left, one to the right for Mexico City. Wilson with the football. Throw to the outside. That's caught. Going to try to get out of bounds again, and they do. Another 4 seconds taken off the clock. They continue to do that. They'll be in good shape. Cale Barrett brings another one in. It's 1st and 10.
Cale Barrett with the catch. They're throwing really short because they're protecting on the long bomb. They don't have anybody get behind them. So Wilson being smart, taking the underneath routes, and even a field goal right here, you might think is a bad thing, but if they get the football first and they score a touchdown, they'll have the lead. So this might be like that buffer 3 points that they want to get. We'll see if they go to the end zone here.
Wilson over the right side. That's caught. Cale Barrett one more time. He's got 3 catches on this drive. 1st and 10, and they are well within field goal range now for Cole Varner.
What a play! What play calls right now? I mean, they're just the out routes, the slants, and Wilson has just been pinpoint accurate on his throws here, bringing them down the field here. only 22 seconds from kickoff, from the kickoff to them being right now at the 23-yard line of Houston.
Clock stopped at 24 seconds on it. Looks to throw. Wilson over the middle, that's caught, tries a spin move, gets the first down. They're going to need to take a timeout here, and they do. One remaining for Mexico City at the moment as they take their second to last there.
Jason Bartley there with the catch over the middle here with a timeout left, 18 seconds. You have at least, I think, at least one, possibly two shots at the end zone here before you have to settle for a field goal. I would love to see them go right now to Dags on a corner or maybe even Kale Bartlett across the middle.
Cale Barrett, good target so far this drive. Maybe they go his way. You're right. This is going to be the outside. That's caught. Does he get out of bounds? He does not. They have to take their last time out. At this point, I think you probably trot Cole Varner out, take your points, take him to the locker room with a chance to add to it when you come back.
Not sure I like that play call, having Montague go out in the flat. With that much time, you need to get vertical, not horizontal. But I agree with you. Bring out Cole Varner, take your 3 points here, and go in down 4, knowing that the only thing that stopped you on this particular drive was the clock.
This will be a kick that is up, and it is through from 26 yards. The Aztecs get it back to within 4 points, and Houston will get the ball back with about 11 seconds to go. We'll probably see a Warren Murray run, something of that sort. But that's a victory for Mexico City on that particular drive to get some kind of points with that much time remaining. That was a massive understatement as far as what could have happened and what did. So love the effort from the Aztecs offense. This is a kick that is up and away. Returned, nope, not returned, about 10 yards deep in the end zone. Touched back, get it to the 20-yard line. 9 seconds for the Hyenas to do something. Still have 3 timeouts, but I don't see anything more than a couple of runs maybe before this one heads back to the locker rooms.
Yeah, we're actually going to have a drive that's not going to end in points here.
I know.
well,
we're shooting 100% right now. What is happening?
Well, there's still 9 seconds left. Crazier things have happened.
That's fair.
But just run a simple play here. Just let the clock run out and go. But what an entertaining first half we've had so far.
No doubt. This has been very quality football so far in this first half. It's a 4-point lead. We've already hit the over-under for this game and have gone over it. So those of you that are in the over, congratulations. That's the halftime, and it is Gerald Giudice. Your thoughts in a very, very competitive first half.
Yeah, if you have the over, go to the pay window right now. Because you're there. As you see, pretty much no defense. As you see, 305 for Houston and 268 for the Aztecs, and no turnovers. As we said, there's only been one drive, and that was the one play before the half there. The only drive that didn't end in points, as you see, Houston having the time of possession battle, or winning the time of possession battle, and they have not had that all season long. They're only averaging 20 minutes a game possession, but as you can see, both of these teams are playing fantastic offensively. I mean, Kentez Johnson, 17-20 for $166. Matt Wilson, 21-24 for $198. You have Phoenix Jones with 65 yards on the ground, averaging 13 yards a carry. Warren Murray with 94 on the ground and 27 through the air. These defenses are nowhere to be seen. They're combined 8 for 9 on third downs. 31 first downs have been gained so far in this football game. This is going to be where I think that one defensive stop is going to be the key. And Houston right now, with the lead, actually can hold them to a field goal and can still have a 1-point lead. But now it's going to be, again, right back on Mexico City. Now, Mexico City can score here on this opening drive of the third quarter. It'll put the pressure on Houston's offense to try to get them back in the game, as it's been the other way around, because Houston's been scoring first. Mexico City's had to score to tie the game. So this first possession here of the third quarter is going to be huge for either ball club. It can really change the tide of this football game.
Absolutely. 86.25%. I'm going to give that to you, and I'm going to tell you that that is the average completion percentage for both of these quarterbacks at this point. That is a massive number and not one you expect to see at this level as far as these defenses are concerned. These are two talented defenses. Don't let the offensive numbers fool you. These teams are very adept defensively as we start this third quarter, but the offenses are just absolutely showing out in this football contest. This will be out to the 29-yard line for Jeffrey Dagg. So back out on the offense comes the Aztecs after scoring the field goal with about 9 seconds left in the first half. They come out with a chance to take the lead for the first time in this game, and it would come at no better time than right now to put pressure on the Hyenas.
Definitely, indeed. Here, they see what they can do here on first down. See if they can open up this offense here.
This will be through the middle. That is going to be a 1-yard gain for Phoenix Jones. We have another game going on in Jacksonville. Commissioner Cameron Irvine with an update. Cam. Thank you very much. Houston, Texas is where we are at. That's going to be a pass to the outside. Stiff arm, and a nice one at that is going to get Matt Wilson more passing yards. Richard Montague sighting on the field. 1st and 10 out to the 42-yard line, Gerald.
Yes, another great catch by Montague. Just unbelievable spreading the football around. 7 different receivers right now for Mexico City having at least one catch. Whoa, big hit.
Yeah, that is indeed a big hit. That'll be 2nd and 6 as Phoenix Jones adds a couple more yards to his total. The other game going on our YouTube family of networks, as well as 252 ESPN Greenville, New Bern, if you're in the Greenville, New Bern area in North Carolina, home of the Skyhawks. That's where that one's going on at the moment. This will be a 2nd and 6 play for Mexico City. Wilson to throw, plenty of time, thrown to the outside. This is going to be a catch and an immediate open field tackle by the linebacking core. Jones touches the ball 3 times in this football game, and well, he's or in this drive anyway, and not a lot of yards yet.
No, Brody Gulcher with a huge open field tackle right there, bringing up a 3rd and 6. Let's see if this defense can finally get a 3rd down stop here.
This will be back looking to throw over the middle. That is going to be caught. No, incomplete. That is going to be an incompletion. And we finally have our first defensive stop of this football game. We'll have the punting team out on the field for the first time this whole contest.
Ethan Kai there breaking up the pass. It looked like a sure pass to K.O. Barrett, but a great defensive play there by Ethan Kai to put the kibosh on that drive.
All right, back to it. Let's see what the Aztecs can do on this punt to pin the Hyenas deep. And what a stop it is for the Hyenas. That's about as big a stop as you can see in a football game like this. As this ball is sent end over end, going to try to lock them down inside the 20 if they can. It'll be a fair catch called for at the 18-yard line. Good work there. See if the Hyenas can do something on offense for their first drive of the second half. Bring back out one Kentez Johnson, who has been very good in this football game. 17 for 20, 166 through the air. And, well, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, which actually is a far cry from what we saw a week ago, Gerald, one where he had 6 go to the other team.
Yeah, if you protect the football here, you're in really, really good shape.
Oh, that's a big hit.
Big catch.
Yeah, major catch for sure. Is a little bit extracurricular after the play as well. A 9-yard completion. He's going to get Houston into a 2nd and 1.
Barkley there with a catch, but Kenta Johnson just threading the needle right there. But as you could say, Houston had a great defensive stand right now. And you gotta say right now, Momentum is wearing the blue jersey right now.
Absolutely. Houston trying to make something of it. This is going to be to the outside. Warren Murray has the football. He's going to try to move left, and he's going to get taken down 1st and 10 to the 34. We understand you could not hear the commissioner last time. Some technical details back at SFL HQ have been resolved. Let's get him back in the fold here to give us an update on Carolina Jacksonville.
Thanks, Curtis. Good timing, actually, as the Jacksonville Kings just score a touchdown. They take a 20-10 lead over Carolina. The Skyhawks hanging tough on the road. A tough challenge as Jacksonville tries to end a 2-game losing streak. Back to the crew in Houston.
Absolutely. Thank you very much. Yeah, Carolina Jacksonville, another one that was slated to be a fairly good game this week and is turning out to be a competitive one down in the Sunshine State. This will be to the outside. That's caught towards the sideline. Out he goes. It's a 2-yard completion, getting them a couple. It'll be 2nd and 8 for DR Sim.
DR Sim there, just a slight little out route, just couldn't get his feet turned up and just did the smart thing and not try to get any more yards and probably lose the football. Just get out of bounds, bring up a 2nd and 6, and this drive right now is big for Houston. Any points on this drive will be huge.
Houston trying to get themselves to a 2-possession lead if they can. Outside, that is a big defensive play, and Mexico City gets a hand on the football once more, and that is a 3rd and 6 coming up. And, well, Houston's playbook's still open, but they're looking dead in the face at a 3-and-out to start this half as well.
Yeah, Brian Horrell was the intended target right there, and Greg Gaines read that perfectly. Got the deflection, could have been a pick. Let's see what happens here on 3rd and 6.
Looks to throw. To the outside, Murray, football, tries to get to the pylon. He ends up going horizontal rather than vertical, and he will get taken down before he gets to the 1st down marker. That is going to be a 4th and 1. Oh, man, that's unfortunate for the Hyenas, and they will have to punt it away and give the Aztecs back the football.
A rookie mistake there by Stephen McMichaels, going side to side instead of north and south, bringing up this 4th down. And as we saw, no punts in the first half, and we got back-to-back punts here. But this could be the definition of the field position battle here. See where they can pin them deep.
Possibly a tale of 2 games. This will be returnable for Jeffrey Daggs out to the 26-yard line, no further than that. And that is where the Hall of Famer Matt Wilson will be back out onto the field. Phoenix Jones saw the ball a decent bit on the first drive of their second half. We'll see if Matt Wilson starts to sling it a little and get his receivers involved. Mike Daggs was a big impact player in that first half, as was K.L. Barrett. We'll see if they can get more of the ball in their hands in the open field. Hyenas bound to be tested defensively on this drive. Good snap count timing. They're going to try to pressure Wilson. He's going to get taken down, but he's hit as he threw, and that is going to be a 6-yard completion over the middle. As they find a receiver, it's 2nd and 4.
Laurel Hall there bringing that reception in. And I want to give credit to Phoenix Jones there. Had the outside blitzer coming in untouched and picked him up right as Matt Wilson was throwing the football to Laurel Hall. Great look there by Phoenix Jones and a great block.
Under center. Handoff. Jones through the middle, trying to bust his way through a pack of Hyenas. That's not going to work. It'll be a 3rd and 3 on the other side. Hamilton comes up, makes the hit, and that'll be at the 33. They're locked into a 3rd and short.
3rd and 3 here. I would love to see them try to get the ball on like a little out route to Mike Daggs, or even like even a middle slant here, and use Phoenix Jones as a decoy.
Wilson to throw, put it over the top. That's going to be a catch and a 1st down out to the 44-yard line. It's Horrell again. Couple of catches in a row, puts them in a good spot, and they get closer to the 1st down mark, or closer to the midfield straight.
Beautiful catch there by Horrell, who got over those Butterfingers there earlier in the game. You see Mike Daggs right there, but a great catch to get a 1st down here. Keep this momentum going here for Mexico City.
Offset I-4 on the defensive line for Houston. Looks to throw. Wilson to the outside, trying to spin move, and does. That's a gorgeous spin, and it's going to get them a few more yards. How about that from K.L. Barrett in the open field, 1st and 10.
K.L. Barrett with a great open field move right here. You see just a short underneath route here. But this spin move right there, making Everett Garrison look silly right there. But A great first down nonetheless for Cale Barrett and this Mexico City Aztec offense.
No warning from the National Weather Service on that tornado that Kale just put on over Garrison. 38-yard line is where it's at. 1st and 10. Wilson, deep fly over the right side, a diving attempt, and it's not going to go. It was Jacob Clear in the area on the attempted defense. He'll get the knockdown. Cale Barrett, your intended target.
That was a dangerous pass right there. They'll give Cale Barrett credit there for making the diving attempt, but that could have easily been the first turnover of this football game, bringing up 2nd and 10.
In the gun, 5 wide for Mexico City. Wilson to throw, has a catch on the outside, tries to get a first down and a couple more as it'll get out to the 23-yard line. Another one for Cale Barrett. He's been a real big stickler in the offensive passing game for the Aztecs as he adds one more to his tally, and they're in field goal range once more.
Again, Cale Barrett there with a great catch right there. Ball just a little bit behind him, but not too much. Just enough for him to get his shoulders turned up the field to get a first down. This is a big drive right now for Mexico City if they could punch it in.
7 receptions right now for 95 yards for Cale Barrett. Handoff, Phoenix Jones going to try to bust his way through, and he will get a couple, get it to a 2nd and 6 out to the 20-yard line. They enter the red zone for what seems like the umpteenth time today, and the Aztecs trying to punch it in and take the lead for the first time in this football game.
Great running there by Phoenix Jones there. Just it looked like there was 35 people on the field, and he just ran right through them to get 4 yards. So great, tough running there by Phoenix.
Aztecs doing a good job of crowd control as well, keeping the Houston faithful out of it. That's going to be a fullback run through the middle, and down towards the stretch is going to be to the 7. It's Horrell again, this time making an impact, putting it to 1st and goal.
I love the fact that they're getting the fullback Laura Horrell involved in this offense more. Just unbelievable running as you see, puts her shoulder down, runs over one Jacob Clear, who had 8 tackles coming into this drive for the game, but they're knocking on the door once again.
2 to the right, 1 to the left for Wilson. Mexico City trying to take the lead. To the outside, caught, trying for the pylon, not going to happen. And that is 2nd and goal. Cale Barrett, his 9th catch of this football game. He's over the century mark as well.
112 yards for Cale Barrett, having a great game. But they're spurring the ball out here. Mike Daggs with 7 catches. Bartley with 3. Montague, Punk, Phoenix and Horrell each with 3. So he's spreading the football out. Let's see if they can put it in the end zone right here.
Offset eye for Wilson. Handoff. Phoenix Jones, end zone, got it! That's a touchdown for the Aztecs. They have the lead for the first time in this football game, and they have a chance to take a field goal lead, 31-28.
Great blocking on the outside there. You got Stu McKenzie, and you got all the tight ends out there. You see Cale Barrett with a great block right there on the outside. Daggs with the seal block on the inside. Beautiful, beautiful drive there. Taking time off the clock, putting the ball in the end zone. Okay, Houston, the ball's in your court. Now let's see what you can do.
Absolutely. Extra point coming from Cole Varner on the other side of this. Snap good, hold good, kick up and on the way. It is up, and the Aztecs are up 3 points on the Hyenas, who are going to have to answer now. Hyenas find themselves in unfamiliar territory versus what they had in the first half. We saw no punts in the first half of football in this game because every time each offense touched the football, there were points on the board. We've seen 2 punts in the second half. We're not even through the third quarter yet. And all of a sudden the Hyenas have to actually serve now and get themselves back into the driver's seat. This will be returned to about the 21-yard line, and back on the field comes Kentez Johnson and company. Warren Murray was a big impact player in that first half. You saw DR Sim as well. Leroy Brown, arguably your MVP of that first half, he has a couple of catches in the second half as well. See what they can do. It's going to be a fun drive, one that the Hyenas do not want to let slip by as they start out 3 to the left, 1 to the right. Looking to throw. Johnson, plenty of time in the pocket, throws the outside on the check. That's going to be caught, but not much to it. It'll be a 1-yard completion out to Warren Murray, and it's 2nd and 9.
Speaking of the first half, let's go back to 46 seconds of the first half when Mexico City got the football deep in their own territory, like around the 23-yard line, and they drove down the field to kick a field goal before the end of the half. Right there, that's short little drive, 46 seconds. Right now, that's proving to be the big difference in this ball game.
That's going to be a Murray run that goes a couple of yards forward, get it to a 3rd and 6. So to the 26-yard line we go. Warren Murray, would figure he would impact the rest of this game. Just a matter of how much. Now the ball clearly in Kentez Johnson's hands to try to continue this drive. Houston with a really good 3rd down percentage so far, as does Mexico City. But Houston running a 5 for 7 right now. Would love to make it 6 for 8. Football's in his hands. Looks to throw over the top. That's caught, and it's going to get out to the 43-yard line. They are indeed 6 for 8. It's DR Sim once more at the 43-yard line.
It just seems like every catch that DR Sim makes is huge. I mean,
Yep.
right there is a great throw by Kentez Johnson, just putting it right in the hands of DR Sim. And it's at the point when it's 3rd and 6, 7, or 8. You gotta double team DR Sim because he'll find a way, the 11 season veteran, to get open to get that first down.
1st and 10. Split backs formation. Kentez to throw. Pocket holds. Plenty of time. 5 seconds in the pocket. 6 seconds. 7. Finally checks it down, and he's going to get taken down at the, looks like the 40-yard line. And that will put them at the 2nd and 12 mark, as that would be the fullback who gets the hit. And, well, there's no gain on the play.
Dexter Jackson there with the tackle for Mexico City. But great defensive work there by the secondary, Mexico City, not giving Kentez anywhere to throw the football.
3 to the left, 1 to the right for Kentez. Short throw over the middle that is caught for a couple. It is 3rd and 8. Want to give a shout out to Jeffrey Daggs as well, the Mexico City free safety. Every interception that he gets for the Mexico City team triggers a $10 donation to the Australian Koala Foundation, as well as any touchdown he gets when he's returning a kick or punt would net that donation as well. Keep in mind, a pick 6 would net a $20 donation to the Australian Koala Foundation. Huge shout out to Jeffrey Daggs and the Daggs family for what they do, both for the league and for the Koalas. Hashtag save the Koalas in chat, as you've seen in chat a couple of times so far. That's real good stuff from the Mexico City Aztecs, very good representatives, as Lewis gets a tight end catch over the middle, and the Hyenas have another 1st down.
Great adjustment to the football right there. As you saw, he had to position his shoulders to get him parallel to the football. Great awareness there by Dax Lewis, and gives Houston a 1st down in Mexico City territory.
Under center, Kentez has a handoff to Warren Murray. Spins past 1. He's going to get taken down after a couple of yards. 2nd and 7 into Aztec territory, though, as they try to get farther in to possibly even get a field goal to tie this game up.
Yeah, they're definitely going to have to be patient here with plenty of time. We're going into the 4th quarter. So let's see what they draw up here.
That'll be the end of the 3rd quarter. Put your 4s up in chat. Hyenas 30 or 28. The Aztecs 31 as we play in downtown Houston. Huge thanks to everyone that is making us a part of your Saturday evening. Chris Curtis, Gerald Giudice, Art Vandelay, and Benji Madison on stats, and then our commissioner and producer Cameron Irvine on the buttons, making us look way better than we actually look in person. Thank you very much for that, sir. As we have Kentez in the gun on this 2nd and 7. Over the middle, that's caught, and another 1st down for the Hyenas as they start to get some momentum, and they move the ball downfield again, this time through the wide receiver.
Yes, Brian Horrell there with a great catch and a 1st down. This might, like I said earlier, this might be a game of which offense has the ball last year. Mexico City's defense has got to show up here with a stop.
5 wide for Kentez Johnson. They're in field goal range at this point. Over the middle. That one is dropped. Another drop. 3rd drop of the game for the Houston offense, as that one will hit the turf. 2nd and 10. Don Mathis, the backup, comes in and proceeds to give us a reason why he's the backup.
Yep, Butterfinger's there. You got to make that catch. You got to make that catch. If you're Dion, you got to go across the middle. You're gonna get hit going across the middle. You can't get alligator arms. You got to bring that ball in, and it's gonna bring up a 2nd and 10.
And DR Sim on the sideline yelling at 81 to bring in that football, no doubt. Second and 10 for Houston. Kentez gonna try to find another good throw in him here. In the gun to throw outside. Oh, it's an interception. What a play the other way. Mexico City gets the stop they need, and it is Greg Gaines who brings it home. That is 1st and 10 the other way. Kentez's first pick of the game.
What a defensive play there. Look at the leaping ability there by Greg Gaines with a humongous, probably the biggest defensive play so far in this football game, no doubt, coming over from Chicago. But great play there for Greg Gaines. Shifts the momentum in this game dramatically.
You can hear the momentum switch there, and the crowd a little bit more uneasy in Houston. Handoff, Phoenix Jones going to try to get through. It's not going to happen there. A 1-yard gain, but now this puts Houston's defense absolutely in the pressure cooker as we start this 4th quarter of play. Hamilton on the stop there. The Hyenas need to stop. There is no doubt about it. If they hold them to a field goal, it's not the end of the world because they can still get a touchdown and do it. But this becomes a massive drive for their defense and also a massive drive for the Mexico City offense.
Oh, definitely. This is probably the biggest drive of the game right now.
This is to the outside. That's caught. Got to try to turn it upfield, going the wrong way. Back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be a no-yard gain. Back the other side, and Punk with the catch, but nothing to show for it.
No, he was trying to get his feet underneath him there to try to turn on field and didn't get anything. This is a big defensive play right now for Houston. Can they stop Mexico City and that turnover be null and void?
Mexico City 4 for 5 on 3rd down, make it 4 for 6. Houston got the stop that they needed. Don't look now. The Aztecs will punt and give Houston another shot here to get back in this game.
That should have been intercepted by one Kai Cash, but he dropped the football. A lot of drops in this game on both sides of the football. Sure, interceptions being dropped. Sure, pass receptions being dropped. But either way, it's a great defensive stand for Houston to render that pick by Kentez Johnson meaningless.
Punt upcoming. It's a decently high punt. It'll get up and over the center logo. Out to the 33-yard line, returned all the way to the 37, and no farther than that. Here comes Kentez Johnson, another chance to be the hero as we are in this 4th quarter. We're not quite to the point where we need to worry about it yet with still 9 and change left, but you really want to start making some inroads and getting some points on the board and start to reverse the momentum back the other way as the Aztecs clearly have that momentum at the moment.
I agree. They got to find some way to get a couple first downs here and at least get in field goal range.
Oh, that's going to be a hit as he threw, and it's going to hit the turf harmlessly. DR Sim, your intended target. Kentez got hit low as he threw that ball. Hopefully he's okay. 2nd and 10.
Almost the first sack of this game. But like you said, hit as he threw the football. And luckily that ball just fell harmlessly to the turf, bringing up a 2nd and 10.
Under center. Offset I formation for Kentez. 7 in the box defensively for Mexico City. They'll send some extra help on the run blitz. Hand it off to Warren Murray, and he's going to get a couple of yards. Get a 7-yard rush ahead. Make it 3rd and 3. And maybe this is what the doctor ordered for Houston. Maybe they go through. They give Warren Murray back the football. He was a big impact in that first half, Gerald. Do they go back to the recipe that worked? Because Mexico City has not proven they can stop him.
I agree with you wholeheartedly. Get that ball into number 21's hands. As you saw a great block there by Zane Zello down the field. You got to get your ball in your playmaker's hands. Warren Murray, or right now if you're going to throw the football, you got to get in the hands of DR Sim.
That's to the outside. That's going to be a catch and a first down. That's well-timed footwork to get him across the plane of the first down marker. And Brantley with another catch, his 3rd of this football game, believe it or not, as a backup. That'll work.
I'll tell you what, I wasn't sure that he got across that line, We'll see if Mexico City, well, they won't challenge it. Save your timeouts, but bring up a first down and 10 just on their side of midfield.
4 on the defensive line for Kentes. He's under center with no one in the backfield. Has the football, 3-step drop, sidearm throw, caught. Got a 7-yard completion out to the 45 into Aztec territory. That'll work. That'll get him a new set and keep this drive alive.
Kentes Johnson there, standing in the pocket there, hitting Dax Lewis, a one-handed catch there across the middle. Keith Hurl there again with another stop. It brings up a 2nd and 3. There's a guy that's been quiet in this second half is Leroy Brown.
That's true. That's true. He had 1 catch when he started the second half, and haven't really seen much from him yet. Warren Murray has some green in front of him, and he'll spin himself to a first down again to the 40-yard line. And Houston Hyenas, they're going to be closing in on field goal range with a couple more yards in their back pocket, and they have a chance to possibly come back and tie this football game up with still 7 and change left.
I would love to see them take a chance here with Leroy Brown, do some kind of a decoy play with Phoenix Jones, or I'm sorry, not Phoenix Jones, Warren Murray, to try to get the ball down the field more.
That's going to be put into the open field, and that's going to be a 3-yard completion, not much more than that was needed. Make it 2nd and 7 to the outside.
Stephen McMichael there with the grab. Nice safe play there. If he was able to break it open for a couple more yards, it's good. But 2nd and 7 gets him out of that 2nd and 10 or 2nd and 12 range. So nice play there by Houston.
Take a look there. Matthew Lee, the strong safety. He's going to try to come up and make an impact, but it's going to be a run instead. Get him 3 more yards. Warren Murray with the football gets them to a 3rd and manageable. And a big play coming up here for both sides.
Yes, if you are Houston, you need this first down because a 50-yard field goal, even though Cole Varner, I'm sorry, I get the wrong team here, Nico Cappuccino is 6 for 6. A rookie kicking a 50-yarder, that's not something you'd like to see.
Over the middle, that one is caught, and that is a big first down to get for Houston. Another huge play gets them for Lewis. Another new set of downs. They're in field goal range at this point. This drive continues to chug along.
Dax Lewis being a monster in the over across the middle here on this drive in this game, being a big target for Kentes Johnson.
In the gun is Kentes, has the football, 3-step drop, wings it deep over the middle, that's going to be incomplete. It was nearly grabbed in. Napier comes up and lays a massive hit to make sure he can't make it happen. Lee was in there as well, as you see here. What a play by the Aztec defense to get their hands on the football.
That was an amazing play because, as you saw there on the replay, going to Leroy Brown did have a step behind that defense. Ball might have been a touch late getting there, but not much. But just enough to have Napier make a play here and making up a 2nd and 10.
3 to the right, 1 to the left for Kentes. Warren Murray's in the backfield. They've got 4 on the line playing coverage. Moves up in the pocket, throws, and it's tipped and incomplete. That was right at Dags, who couldn't quite bring it in. It is 3rd and 10 as Dags makes a bid to try to save the Koalas.
Yes, he did. He almost got $10 there for the Koalas, but great defensive play there, making it a 3rd and long situation here. If you're Kentes Johnson, your last 2 passes have almost ended in the hands of Mexico City Aztecs. You got to protect the football here because you're at least probably assured 3 points here.
Deep right side, end zone, got it, touchdown! Houston takes the lead again. This time it's Horrell getting the touchdown for the Hyenas. They take the lead one more time.
What a throw. But Brian Horrell comes up huge. You see they're pretty much open going down the field there. Napier just a little late on the coverage, but Kentes Johnson putting that ball where he needs to put it. And this is a big extra point here to put him up 4. A field goal will not do it for Mexico City, so pressure right now back on Mexico City's offense.
34-31. Do we have 35-31? Nico Cappuccino, snap good, hold good, kick up and on the way. It is up and it is through. Give a 4-point advantage to the hometown Houston Hyenas as the crowd loves it and put Mexico City back in the torture chamber to see if they can get out and get themselves back in the lead. What a game we've had, arguably game of the week so far in week 5 on the SFL family of networks. Chris Curtis, Gerald Giudice with you in the broadcast booth. You got Art Vandelay and Benji Madison on stats, as well as Cameron Irvine, our producer and commissioner, in on the buttons, putting this on your screens. 8 yards into the field of play. Return from Dags gets him to about the 28-yard line, and back we go again. The Hall of Famer Matt Wilson on the field, arguably the biggest drive of this game. Mexico City needs a touchdown at this point with a little under 6 minutes to go.
If you're Mexico City right now, you want to see Matt Wilson, Phoenix Jones, Laurel Horrell, Bartley, Barrett, Montague, Dags, and Punk just slowly just take that ball down the field and score with the little time remaining as possible here.
Give it up to Phoenix Jones. Going to try to make something happen in the open field, but 2 Hyenas are going to converge immediately. 2nd and 8 after a 2-yard gain.
I'm not a big fan of throwing that ball there like 4 or 5 yards behind the line of scrimmage. I'd like to see him run it like a little bit more shallow and maybe go 3 or 4 yards behind for the line of scrimmage for that, so you don't have a 2nd and 8. That way you have at least a 2nd and manageable.
7 in the box defensively, 4 in coverage. 1 moves up as well. Handoff, left side. Got some room to go. That is going to be a nice run forward for Horrell. Get them to a 7-yard gainer, and it's 3rd and 2.
Big tackle there by Everett Garrison, stopping the forward momentum, making it a 3rd and 2 here. This is a big play in the scope of this game for both these teams.
This is the biggest 3rd down of this game for sure. Aztecs are 4 for 6 so far through the midst. It's a 1st down. Great run. Great gap management as well by the offensive line. Horrell gets through, and they move the chains.
Horrell with a huge run up the gut there, gets the 1st down, keeps this drive alive, and let's see what magic Matt Wilson can produce right here.
Still 4.5 minutes left. Ton of time. All 3 timeouts for both sides. This game is not over by a long shot, it would seem. Wilson to throw on a 7-step drop. Deep right side, tipped and incomplete. That's not going to find its way home. Dags the intended target, but the defense had something to say on it. Jacob Clear was in the area.
Jacob Clear with a great pass deflection right there. Or in other words, Mike Dags would have been taking that to the house. Brings up a 2nd and 10 here. Let's see if they can get this to 3rd and manageable here. It's a big down right now for the Houston Hyena offense. Houston Hyena defense, I'm sorry.
Under center is Wilson. Quick drop back. Plenty of time. Tipped and incomplete. Very good play by the linebacker. Kale Barrett, your intended target. Not going to happen. It's 3rd and long.
Alex Perez there, the 2nd-year player who had a pass deflection last game, comes up with a big pass deflection in this game, bringing up a 3rd and long here. Mexico City needs to pull a rabbit out of the hat here to get a 1st down and keep this going, or this could be the ball game right here.
3 to the left, 1 to the right for Wilson. He's in the gun by himself. 3rd and long. They're 5 for 7 on 3rd down, trying to make it 6 for 8. Over the middle. That one is tipped and incomplete, and that one's going to hit the turf. No problem for the Hyenas defense. And don't look now, Mexico City in a bit of a barn burner. They're going to have to punt and give Houston back the football to rely on their defense.
And that's going to be shaky at best. I mean, you're relying on a defense that's already given up 35 points to a Houston Hyenas offense that's only averaging 27. So big play here for Houston to get some 1st downs and to run this clock out.
And that'll be returnable. Get him to about the 30-yard line. Kentez Johnson back out on the field. Chance to burn some clock here. Keep the ball moving in a forward-moving direction for the Hyenas offense and let the clock tick away on the Aztecs. They do have 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning to this point to the Aztecs. But a couple of completions, all those stops of the clock have to be coupled with stops on the field. See if the Aztecs can do that defensively or if Warren Murray and company can bring this clock to a close. Kentez under center. Handoff. Murray, left side. Plenty of room in front of him. Can't quite get the edge as he's chased down from behind. It'll be a 5-yard gainer, 2nd and 5.
I think if you're this Houston Hyena offense, That ball does not get put in the air. If you run Warren Murray until his legs fall off here, protect the football, run the clock down. If you get a couple first downs, that's good, but don't put this football in the air.
If you do, swing passes, safe plays, that'd be fine. Under center, handoff, Murray through the middle, first down and more. He's going to break a couple of tackles and get out to the 46-yard line. 1st and 10 with about 3:15 to go in this game.
That's what you need. Just give it to Warren Murray up the gut. Great blocking there. As you see Alistair Johnson and Zane Zello pulling out there. A great block at the line by Stephen McMichaels. This is what you need. Use your tight end and Dax. Use those big 300-pound linemen. Use your fullback. Run that football and just bleed this clock out and win this football game.
Defensive line moving around here. They see something in this offensive formation. Offset I formation is what Kentez is running. Fullback is to the right. Handoff. Plenty of room. What a tackle. Oh, that's a massive tackle right at the line of scrimmage to bring him down. It's second and 9. What a hit. What a takedown to keep Murray in the backfield.
Jack Napier coming up huge for Mexico City right there. But as you see here, 2:20, this will be probably the last play before the 2-minute warning here. Let's see what Houston does here. It's probably going to be another run here for Murray.
Under center, Kentez. Handoff, Murray again. This time he gets taken down after a 1-yard gain. It's 3rd and 9. Big third down for Houston. They're going to try to bleed the clock as much as they can before they snap this football. I would not be surprised if they give it back to Warren Murray again. They seem to be devoted to the run as we hit the 2-minute warning. 120 seconds left. Deep in the heart of Texas, it's Houston, Texas, where the Hyenas hold a 4-point lead over their rival, the Mexico City Aztecs. We are indeed back to it, 3rd and 9. Kentez with 5 wide. Likely going to be his first throw of this drive. Steps back, throws, and it's incomplete. Nearly stepped on and nearly intercepted. That would have been a long run back as well. Didn't happen. It's Lee who jumped in front of it.
As I said, did not want to see him throw that football, especially across the middle where the majority of the defenders would be. So Brian Adams comes out to try to pin them deep. But Houston, I think, dodged the bullet right there.
They did indeed. 35-31. Mexico City going to get back this football with a chance to win the football game. Dags has the return. He's got a broken tackle, tried to get through another one, not going to work, and he'll take it back to the 27-yard line. And this is why Matt Wilson is in the Hall of Fame. He's got another chance to add a big-time comeback win to his repertoire over the longtime rivals, the Houston Hyenas. Wilson 1st and 10 from his own 27-yard line. Phoenix Jones has been good in this game. Cale Barrett, Mike Dags as well. Richard Montague has a couple of catches. Bartley has a couple of catches. Good stuff from the Mexico City offense. Now they need to do it when it counts. Looks like Phoenix Jones had some issues controlling that football and his footwork. He's going to lose a couple of yards going out of bounds at 2nd and 13.
2nd and 13 here. And I'll keep going back now. Earlier in the game, right before the half, 46 seconds, they drove the football down the field. Here you have 1:44 minute, all 3 timeouts. This is going to be huge for Houston's defense. They got to stop him right here.
Wilson is under center by himself in the backfield. Thrown, caught, trying to get to the first down marker. They'll run a no huddle, 3rd and 3. Clock continues to tick, tick, tick away with 1:34 to go. And they'll run the same formation. Play snap, looking to throw over the middle. That's going to hit the turf with no issue there, but it is 4th down, and no doubt the Mexico City is going to go for this football or go for this 4th down and try to secure the continuation of this drive.
Yeah, Matt Wilson there feeling the pressure a little bit, steps up in the pocket, and a great defensive play there by number 26 with just a backward slap of the football. But now here is the play of the football game.
Yep.
I'd love to see Phoenix Jones with maybe a swing pass, Dags on and out, but you need just a quick 3-yard gain. You don't need to go 10 yards downfield. Just get enough of the first and go past the sticks and turn and give your quarterback a target.
Just like
that.
Just like that. That is perfect. A no huddle fourth down, or a huddled fourth down, gets them the yards they need. And now it's 1st and 10. Mexico City still alive. Wilson throws over the middle. That one's caught as well. Get him down to the 40-yard line. 1st and 10. It's Mike Dags over the middle there. We'll see where they're at on this particular play. They continue the no huddle. Wilson's under center. Has the football again. Put it over the middle. It's tipped and incomplete. There is some laundry on the field. Dags your intended target. We'll see what the yellow flag is, down 4 with R62.
Oh, we got pass interference.
Oh, defensive pass interference on the Hyenas. The linebacker Justice jumps in front of the player, and that is not going to be what you want to see from Houston Faithful. Matt Wilson is given another chance. They're at the Houston 30-yard line, needing a touchdown to win it.
And not only that, the penalty stops the clock, giving Mexico City all 3 timeouts. Here we go, guys. We're coming down to the last minute of this game. Let's see if they can punch it in here and put them ahead.
Can they seal the deal? 3 to the left, 1 to the right. Wilson in the gun by himself. Moves in the pocket, thrown. That's caught. An 8-yard gain gets him to the 22-yard line. And that is going to run. They're going to run a no huddle here. Wilson is in the gun again. Low snap, handles it. Over the middle. That one's caught as well. Get him to the 11-yard line, and Mexico City finally calls their first timeout with 43 to go.
And, of course, it's K.L. Barrett, who's been a beast here in this second half. And here we go. At the 11-yard line, 2 timeouts, 43 seconds left. You have your whole playbook at disposal right here. K.L. Barrett, 132 yards in the air. Let's see what happens here on 1st and 10.
I think Mike Dags is going to be the guy you go after here. See if that is indeed the case. Wilson to throw. Close over the middle. That is going to be a catch by K.L. Barrett. 2nd and 3 to the 4-yard line. Hyenas 4 yards away from possibly giving this football game away. The Aztecs 4 yards away from taking this football game. Wilson taken down. First sack of the football game, and it could not come at a bigger time. 2nd to last timeout gone for the Aztecs.
Big sack there by the defensive tackle, Mike Baker. The first sack of this game comes with 26 seconds left, and it brings up a 3rd and 5. They can still get a first down at the 1. As you said, I love to see Dags here on a corner route here.
3 to the right, 1 to the left for Wilson. Hall of Famer. Has the football in his hands. Quick drop. Move in the pocket. Thrown. And it's going to be incomplete. It's picked off. Back the other way. How did that end up in the hands of him? It's 44. Back the other side. And he is going to return this to the house. An unreal turn of events. It's Everett Garrison with the interception to seal the game for the Hyenas. What a play. The tip drill, I thought for sure it had hit the ground. I was incorrect. Garrison knew it, and he took it back the length of the field.
What a way to end this football game. No defensive plays to stand out. And then Everett Garrison said, "Excuse me, Gerald, I will make the defensive play of this game." Taking it back, like you said, probably 98, 99 yards. But
oh man,
what 2 defensive plays back to back for Houston seals this game. The sack and then the pick 6 by Everett Garrison. What an unbelievable turn of events there with less than 30 seconds to go in the game.
And that is going to be the extra point that is up and good to make it an 11-point lead. But what a turn of events after Mexico City, Gerald, came all the way downfield and moved it, 74 yards or 76 yards to get it to the point where they were, 4 yards away from the end zone. And that happens, the tip drill on near the goal line, and Garrison picks it up and takes it back. That is an unreal way to lose a football game if you're Mexico City, and an unreal way to keep it if you are Houston, who tried so many times to give this football game away. But huge credit to them for sticking to their guns, doing what they needed to do, as Dags will return it back to the 27. And this is an absolute great win for the Hyenas, a signature win for them as they will move to 3-2 on this young season.
Yes, and they're going to be playing next week. They're going to be traveling to Portland to play the Fleet. Uh, that's why when I said about the play call, if you run something to the corner or to the pylon, we don't have that many people in the middle of the field. When you're throwing it there and that ball gets batted around, as you just saw there, anything can happen, and it turned out awful. The Mexico City Aztecs.
Yep, that's 2 seconds left on the clock as that ball will be caught. Not much to it, as it'll get a 9-yard gain. But going ahead to look at next week's games. You mentioned that the Hyenas are going to play the Fleet next week in that game, and that's going to be at Portland. Then you have on the other side Mexico City. After losing this game, they go and take on a very good Vancouver Legion team at Canada Field. So that is going to be a really good game as well, a competitive team on both sides of that ball, and that's no slouch in Vancouver. They're much improved from a year ago in which they went deep into the playoffs. Deep over the middle. One is incomplete, and that's going to do it. So the end of the football game, 42-31, Houston takes the win over their rival. The Mexico City Aztecs home team continues the winning streak. Gerald, your thoughts going into the postgame?
Unbelievable game here. Houston finally wins the time of possession battle, but total yards almost dead even, each with a turnover. The sack being, I think, the big key of this game. They're forcing Mexico City to throw the ball in traffic and get that late pick six. But what can you say about these quarterbacks? Kentez Johnson, 31 of 41 for 275. Matt Wilson, 39 of 50 for 343. You have Phoenix Jones running for 85. Warren Murray with 2 touchdowns rushing and 140 yards and 28 receiving, which I think he'll be your player of the game. But just an overall back and forth battle. Was a very entertaining game to watch and call. But like I said, if there had to be one defensive play made, and unfortunately, if you're a Mexico City Aztec fan, Houston made that defensive play.
Absolutely. It's been a real fun one, arguably game of the week so far, as we are still early in week number 5. But we have a lot more action coming tomorrow as well, so stay tuned to the SFL family and networks. Your player of the game, as mentioned, it is indeed Warren Murray. Good work, Gerald, on that collection. 141, 2 touchdowns, and 24 receiving yards to go with his 23 attempts on the ground. For Gerald Giudice, for Art Vandelay, Benji Madison, and our commissioner producer Cameron Irvine, and everybody else back at SFL HQ, I'm Chris Curtis saying goodbye and good night from Houston, Texas. We have more action for you for week 5 on 11 Sports for the fans and the rest of our SFL family of networks. Good night and goodbye. Head over to simulationfl.net for more information. Have a good one.